Hi everybody. I was reading this kid's book and it may be one that you've read before. It's kind of a cool story. It's called The Giving Tree and it's about a tree and a boy and their relationship. Every year this boy goes back to the tree and the tree gives him something. The tree gives the boy things like apples, branches to swing on. As the boy gets older and the story unfolds, the tree gives the boy things like wood to make a boat. And as we go through the story, at the end of the book, all that's left of this tree is a stump. The tree has nothing else to give this boy. And the boy isn't even a boy anymore. He's an old man. And there's nothing left except the stump. And it's a cool story, but it's not the best story about a stump. The best story about a stump comes from the Bible. Let me explain. See, Advent is coming, right? And as we think about Advent coming, we think about the coming of Jesus as a baby, and we celebrate that miracle on Christmas. Advent is the time leading up to Christmas. It's a time when we look back on Bible passages that talk about Jesus coming so we can learn more about this wonderful gift that Jesus is to the world. Isaiah 11, 1-3. Let me read it to you. It says, "A shoot will come up from the stump of Jesse. From his roots, a branch will bear fruit. The fruit of the Lord will rest on him, the spirit of wisdom and of understanding, the spirit of counsel and of power, the spirit of knowledge and of fear of the Lord. And he will delight in the fear of the Lord. He will not judge by what he sees with his eyes or decide by what he hears with his ears." The prophet Isaiah is talking about a branch that was going to come and save everyone. Do you know what God was talking about or who God was talking about? Jesus. Jesus is the branch that Isaiah wrote about. But it's less weird if you understand why God promised that branch in the first place. You see, back when the people of Israel were very discouraged. They messed up big time and they were suffering the consequences of their bad choices. They turned their backs on God and they decided to do things their own way. And it did not work well for them. So like this beautiful tree getting cut down, all of the amazingness of being God's people was taken away. They were sad. They had gone from feeling like this big, important tree to being a lowly stump without any hope. And that's when God told them, out of that new stump, a tree would form. Woo! Incredible. When they felt like they were at their very worst, God would just throw up his hands and be done. God gave them a promise that they would have a future, that they would have a future leader. The great grandson of David. That branch is Jesus. God keeps his promise. And as we prepare our hearts for Christmas, remember, God keeps his promises. Jesus loves you, and so do I.